They say if you're ever granted one wish, you should use it for yourself. But what if the only way for that wish to come true was to give it away? There was once a man named Elias. He worked as a janitor in a quiet little town library. Every day he cleaned the same floors, wiped the same glass, and ate the same meal, a slice of bread and a bowl of thin broth. Elias had no one left. His wife had passed away 10 years ago, and his only son had walked away after a bitter fight they never fixed. His life was still, too still. One evening, as Elias was locking up the library, he noticed a small silver box on the floor. It had no key, no seam, no note. When he touched it, a soft voice whispered, "One wish. Any wish, but only one." Elias froze. Was this real? A trick? A dream? The voice continued, "You don't have to choose now, but the box will close forever in 7 days." Elias carried the box with him wherever he went. He thought about what he might wish for. Money? Enough to retire. Health? His knees ached every morning. Forgiveness? He missed his son more than he dared to admit. But every time he opened his mouth to make a wish, he hesitated. On the third day, he passed a bakery. A little girl stood crying by the window while her mother whispered to the baker, "We don't have anything today. Could you spare just one loaf?" Elias stepped inside, bought a full bag of bread, and handed it to the woman. She stared at him. "Why would you do this for us?" she asked. He simply smiled. "Some things just feel right." That night, the silver box glowed softly in his coat pocket. On the fourth day, he saw a homeless man shivering on a park bench, coughing hard. Elias left a warm coat beside him, along with a small note that said, "You matter." On the fifth day, he stopped a group of kids from bullying a quiet boy outside school. He didn't yell. He just said, "Everyone deserves kindness," then walked the boy home in silence. Each act cost him a little money, a little time, a little energy, but in return he received a smile, a tear, a quiet thank you, a moment of human connection, and somehow, day by day, his heart felt a little less hollow. On the sixth night, the voice returned. "Tomorrow is your final day. Have you made your wish?" Elias sat alone with the silver box resting in his hands. He thought of his son, of the distance, of the words they never said, but then he thought of the girl with the bread, the man with the coat, the boy who stopped crying, and for the first time in years, he felt full. Not of regret, but of something softer. On the seventh day, Elias walked to the tallest hill in town, where the wind always whispered like quiet prayers. He held the box close to his chest, closed his eyes, and said, "I wish for someone else, someone who needs it more than I do, to have their wish come true today." The box shimmered, then vanished into the morning air like dust in sunlight. No lightning, no thunder, no voice, just silence. Elias walked home, but as he turned onto his street, he stopped. Standing in front of his house was his son, holding a letter, eyes full of something he hadn't seen in a long time. "Dad, I've been carrying this apology for years. I didn't know if you'd even want to hear it." Elias didn't say a word. He just pulled him into an embrace. That night, Elias didn't eat bread and broth. He shared a hot stew made by his son and laughed for the first time in a decade. He never got his wish, but he got everything he'd ever truly needed. He didn't use the wish for himself, but in giving it away, he found the miracle waiting inside his own heart.